set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Let's go, fellas.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down, McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard, 58 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
On first down now, a run with McKinnon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So after the run by McKinnon, here's first and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Out to the right, here's McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Good job starting on that screen. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Rodgers now to throw. The quick slant caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all to put it
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Dean Lowry able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kenny Clark in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown, Packers. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. Now, that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah,
and Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. And Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 2nd and very short, Rodgers buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it is 28-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and run with McKinnon. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try with McKinnon, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Rolling to his left. He opted to go with a scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
These two teams going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
He's got a man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. On first down, Rodgers. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Alan Lazard, 26 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick-6. And now here's another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone, it's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And fresh off the pick-6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now.
And my goodness, another interception. Rasul Douglas picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Aaron Rodgers on fire. His 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Melvin Ingram. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught here by Adams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and he didn't do it very often.
And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, and they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And he's got this down to the 35.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 35 yards. And the Packers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead will swell by 1 more. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. For the offensive coordinator, you know, looking at that section, a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Back now at Lambeau. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down, Kansas City. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashawn Gary able to get it for a loss of about 3.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to win. Under pressure, they got him again. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 34. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield.
Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points. So the Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary, his second sack of the night. And you can say that is just another cherry on top for this defense. And that entire team, but really this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Oh, Hill, great grab. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. We're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers throwing here. That's complete right side to Lazard. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. 2nd and 8 coming up. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Aaron Stokes. And the Packers will take over here just shy of the 30. Yet another mistake after the interception there. As you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers looking to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put the amount of points that they did. They're clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.